what? I'm coming down like a waterfall. I check my phone, but you never call. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in this feeling, I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I saw your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Pushed you out, pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess tied by all these chains. Open my eyes now, I finally see. Stuck on key. Hey, can we be free? Everything with you next to me. I know that I've been the enemy, but I've had my moment of clarity. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in this feeling, I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I saw your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Pushed you out, pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess tied by all these chains. Open my eyes now, I finally see. Stuck on tree, yeah, can we be free?
I'm running fast. Where are you now? Going in reverse. I'm going through the multiverse. I see a double. No more trouble. I see you and me. Where we will be. Sailing through the multiverse. Looking for a substitute in the multiverse. Right away now we merge into a story where we endurance. Down here in the multiverse. Lost here again, I'm trying to find a helping hand, a mastermind. Where are you now? Going in reverse. I'm going through the multiverse. I see you double. No more trouble. I see you and me. Where we will be. Sing to the multiverse. Looking for a substitute in the multiverse. Right away now we merge into a story where we endurance. Down here in the multiverse. Right away now we merge into a story where I wish we stayed the same. I got way too many thoughts in my brain, but I got memories that run through my veins. I'm not one to blame, but I could point out every way that you change. Some things stay up while others go right down the drain. And lately we've been going down in flames. But if I'm honest, I get my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in the fire. But if I'm honest, I get my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in the fire. But if I'm moving on for good. At least my therapist is saying that I should. I don't believe it, but I really wish I could. Instead, I guess I'll stay misunderstood. Oh, 'cause I'm stuck now, just trying to figure a way out of. Try but can't seem to slow down. I don't know if I want to. But if I'm honest, I get my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in the fire. But if I'm honest, I get my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in the fire. But if I'm try but can't seem to slow down. I don't know if I want to. 'Cause I'm stuck now, just trying to figure a way out of. Try but can't seem to slow down. I don't know if I want to. Can it be that I can see excessively? I need to breathe. Let it wait and break. The cycle's round. My better romance, my better habits. Seems like I'm running around like mice in a maze. It's only something I can't erase. It builds up, I can't control it. I'm running away, but it feels like I'm falling. So call it a friend or enemy.
Ain't shit certain but death. To make it out of here, take a certain finesse. Down trying to earn him a rep. It's cold to the shit you gotta learn to respect. Really, I'll turn up for less. Like who now? It ain't even worth it to guess. The man going now, you looking nervous and next, and you gon' end up right with him on a shirt with some text. I'ma burn up a check. Have my little buddy cook him, he a personal chef. That nigga learn from the best. Got a plug in the Carolinas, I ain't personally met. But if you ain't paying homage, I'ma service the debt. You know I'm loud with the steppers, you niggas loud with the pressure. That bully bought from the cupboard, the fully stock on the dresser. I put his car to your sucker, you know we rockin' the letter. My niggas not finna let her be on your block with the extras. Little Swizzy on the stand, you get ass gang. A little winner in that fang, got his ass flame. I told him to bust it down, leave it back plain. That's why this bitch in my whip got your last name. Two down, one top on the phone. Leave the car running, little cutty knock on the door. Why the ones ain't gotta stay talking the most. Lee said with your chest when you talk to the goat. Cold to the shit you gotta learn to respect. With your chest when you talk to the goat. Cold to the shit you gotta learn to respect. With your chest when you talk to the goat. Burn up the check. On my little buddy cook him, he a personal chef. That nigga learn from the best. Got a plug in the Carolinas, I ain't personally met. But if you ain't paying homage, I'ma service the debt. You know I'm loud with the steppers, you niggas loud with the pressure. That bully bought from the cupboard, the fully stock on the dresser. I put his car to your sucker, you know we rockin' the letter. My niggas not finna let her be on your block with the extras. Little Twizzy on the stand, you get ass gang. A little winner in that fang, got his ass flame. I told him to bust it down.
I think it's about that time. Maybe a little overdue, maybe not. I don't know. Let's have some fun.
Distance nerding.
Hey! Well, ladies and gentlemen, oh yeah, that's right. It's that time. It's time for the bill. Yeah, you guys can see my face straight on right now. It's not a pretty face, but I'm here. Yeah, and it's a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching The Build. Oh, and am I excited? I'm always excited. I'm an excitable person. But boy, I've been trying to get this guest on the show for a little while now, since the day we met her. And you guys, I hope you guys are just as excited about it as I am. So, before that, I'm going to bring on my guest host right here. You guys all know who she is, because she's like the biggest part of my life, right? And she's the coolest person in my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, my co-host for the evening, you know her, you love her, it's La Jack. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Did I have my baby Yodes on? There
you go. Rocking the baby Yodes tonight. There we go. See, and Cam, no co-host tonight. No, I've got a co-host, sir. I've got a co-host. She just wasn't in the green room yet. So there we go. How's it going, Tommy? Oh man, we're gonna have some fun tonight, man. I've got a whole list here. I just realized I didn't actually put everything into the wheel, so I'm gonna have to write that eventually at some point here tonight. But we're gonna have some fun. I'm giving away prizes. I already let everybody know online. This is going away tonight, and there was a whole bunch of people that entered the contest. Somebody is winning this tonight, right? Now, I also figured, yeah, that's kind of what I do. You know, I'm giving that away for all the people who entered the contest. But as a consolation, anybody who's in the chat tonight has a chance to win this. If you guys don't know about Funko Soda Pops, they're awesome, right? There's chase figures of these. There's mini ones. This one so happens to be a Ghostbusters Vince Clortho, right? If you're a big Ghostbusters fan like I am, again, big deal right here. So I'm going to be giving this away. Again, all you got to do is be in the chat tonight. So tell your friends, get in the chat. You'll have a chance to win. There you go. You have a chance to win a Vince Clortho, right? That's right, Cindy. Cindy Rue Cosplay. Shout outs to Cindy Rue Cosplay in the chat. So there we go. That's that right there. Now, I got to talk about the people who keep the bills paid, right? Who keep the lights on for this show. And if you're unfamiliar with the people that keep the show running, well, then I'm gonna let you know right now who keeps the channel going. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Poddex. Oh yeah. Now, Poddex are our unique interview question and episode starting prompt in the palm of your hand. So whether you are a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Now, on your first order, if you use the code NERDING10, you get 10% off your first order. Now, it's not just for podcasters and broadcasters and all those kind of people right there. You want to do an icebreaker at the next work event that you're at, or maybe you take it on your first date, right? Me and Jackie played a game one time. See, like, you remember, Jackie, when we played this when I was playing Halo, and we just kind of just did questions.
Oh yeah, the first time I was on the show.
Right. You know, Poddex are actually a pretty fun game. So, guys, if you want to check out Poddex, head over to poddex.com. And again, use that code NERDING10 to get 10% off. Now, that being said, everybody knows that Poddex powers the show. But the question is, what the hell powers young Phil? Phil has way too much energy, and we don't know where it comes from. Jackie has to live with it. I feel sorry for her, and I'm married to her, and I'm talking about her like she's not in the room. So, that being said, Phil is brought to you by Dubby. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's Dubby. Dubby's an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg, you know, like good game, and use the code NERDING10 to get 10% off your order. Guys, it's awesome. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody that's been to any of our shows, that's been to an event that we've been at, because we give out Dubby for free. We give out samples. We have all the flavors with us. Tonight, I'm going to do a mashup, and I'm going to let the chat choose what flavors that I drink tonight. Oh, I got to keep up with the chat here. I won the money. You wish you won the money, sir. Tater in the chat. Here for the prizes. James, you don't get to win. You didn't even enter, dude. Proud to be a nerd. That's right. Tyler, take pics. That was basically our entire theme all weekend. Tyler, take pics. Can I get some soda, please? I'm going to be giving that out. So, Jackie.
I don't know what Ray is talking about.
Mix them all again. Oh, God. Cam wants me to mix all the flavors. All right. So again, I'm gonna name off the flavors, and you guys get to choose what I drink. But in the meantime, before I even do that, because I'm not gonna delay this any further. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say about the guest that we're bringing on right now? She is an amazing comic book artist. She has a character that the first time I saw Demon Bitch, it kind of threw me off a little bit, and then I started reading some of the comic strips, and I was like, "This is hilarious. These are really funny." She's growing in the comic book world as an artist, as a writer. I mean, she gets her own panel at LA Comic-Con. That's kind of a big deal, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further pushing it out, please let me bring to the stage, to the show, welcome to the build, Christie Shinn.
Hi, how's it going?
What is up, Christie? How are you doing?
Oh man, I'm recovering from LA Comic-Con. I know I saw you guys there again after a while. Like we keep running into each other at cons.
Right.
It's kind of funny. I kind of fit in right now with your guys' thing because I'm wearing that Darth Vader thing right here.
I dig that.
But it's kind of funny. I'm more of a Transformers fan, but it reminded me of the Unicron head in the old movie. So I just got that for that. But hey, I dig Vader. Black is in, right?
Exactly. You know what's funny is on Tuesday we did a trailer reaction to the new Transformers movie.
You know what the thing is? I never got into Beast Wars. I was more of the G1 fandom, but that actually makes me kind of want to watch the movies again, which is interesting because I didn't disagree with the whole biomechanoid structure of Optimus Prime and the face mask, you know, where it's the battle mask and to protect his face. But after a while, like I got kind of pissed off at some of the old, like the other stuff, like, you know, they had one of the Primes like fucking backstab the Autobots. I'm like, no, Primes are selected by the Matrix, you fucking assholes. Like there's no way that would have happened. But, you know, I mean, and then they did that whole morally ambivalent bullshit. It's like, please stop, you know. The thing is, like, the Primes are picked by the Matrix. They're supposed to be the collective universal knowledge and ultimate truth and all that other fucking fun stuff. Either way. Anyway, but it was ironic because they had Leonard Nimoy be the voice of Sentinel Prime shortly before he died. Oh, yeah. Hey, James, what's up, man? So, yeah, no, it's been really cool. Demon Bitch has been popping like you wouldn't believe. I get to hold a snake. I think it was a boa constrictor. I couldn't tell if it was a boa constrictor or Burmese python. They're kind of very similar to me. But I get to hold a big snake. So that was good.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Was that at LA Comic-Con or was that?
Los Angeles Comic-Con, yeah. LA Comic-Con.
Okay. You held the snake there?
Yeah, like the guy just had a snake named King Louie, boy. And so I said, Cole, can I hold your snake? I don't have a fear of snakes. So I just held it, and it's like all being sneaky and stuff. And I had a friend take pictures of it. I kind of felt like P.T. Barnum in a way, you know, how he had the whole fucking circus and shit. I remember that. I had advertisement for that.
That's dope, dude. So this was like during the con on the con show floor, or was this during your panel? Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, it's just like a lot of random things happen at cons, like a lot of cosplayers and stuff. And I was across from Caps, the booth that we shared with a comic bug, and we had a good time there. And then I know a lot of the people in the creators court and everything. A lot of them are my friends. So there's a lot of good materials there other than mine. So it's good to kind of like see how people are and everything. And it was a good con. Like the first day it was hectic because, you know, you're doing setup. And then Saturday, it just like, there were a lot of people, so we were grinding like you wouldn't believe. And then on Sunday, it kind of was a little more relaxed because some of the customers that did come by, they were looking for the last 2 days. And they said, okay, we decided to buy your shit. And I signed a lot of books. I sold out of like 2 different books, Personal Monsters and the first one of Hellfire and Damnation. So I sold out of those. Very happy with that. I actually do have, let's see here. So I do actually have Triggered. That's still available. And I have it online. So if you guys order it from me online through the link tree, I can go ahead and sign it personally for you. I have also other like custom prints and stuff. So if you want a particular print of a cartoon or something, just go ahead and let me know and I'll do a custom print charge for you.
Hell yeah. So I do need to ask you this, right? I kind of know the story already, but for everybody that's listening right now, I need the inspiration for Demon Bitch, kind of where it came from.
It was based off of girls I fucking hated because they were assholes. They were total cunts. And so I just like started making fun of people on the internet and in real life. And now, like, the thing is, people, like, I've had people come up to me, it's like, you drew this person, you drew that person, you drew me, blah, blah, blah. I said, honey, I've already met 4 of you. You're really not that special. And they get like all mad. And it's like, yeah, you think it was just about you, whatever. That's like your life. And if you're wondering what evil crawled into my lap, that's my cat Ink. She demands pets. But yeah, so it's just like, it's basically a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog shit in gum wrappers, and she wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she's fucking stupid. So yeah, it's like I've seen all types of people on the internet, and the thing about the internet, which I find very interesting, is that it's okay to talk about your mental health and physical health and all that. That's not what I'm mocking in itself. I mock people that actually use that as a crutch to get more attention in a very negative way. And I think sometimes people are afraid to call that out because they don't want to look like an asshole. But if you know what to look for, you can kind of call it out. Now, don't get me wrong. It's like, it's people that I've known, and it has been proven to me that it has happened. But again, I take actual cases that it has happened and go on that, but I don't put the person's name on it or anything. I kind of mix it up a little bit. But, you know, I've met people that have lied about cancer and other conditions, and that's really screwed up. I mean, I've had people that lied about having like all sorts of things. Like they'll go on and on about their mental health, and they'll say, don't give me advice. And it's like, okay, why'd you put it up here? And then, but the thing is that what's kind of messed up about it is that I've had friends that have bipolar disorder, you know, depression, all sorts of mental conditions, and they get offended by posts like that people do. Like they'll go on and on about like their problem, and then they say, don't ask me for help. And they're like, dude, why the fuck did you put it up there?
Yeah, like what's
the people with those very same conditions? They get really annoyed with that shit.
Yeah. When anybody posts anything about something that they're complaining about, and you try to give not necessarily advice, but like words of encouragement or like a different way of looking at it, they just want to like bite your head off about it. And it's like, well, why did you put it on the internet then?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and unfortunately, this is not deserving to people, because I've understood this, is that sometimes people put everything out there, and it's like, you know, not everybody's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, like they go like, then how come I'm getting shit for it? It's like, not everybody's a nice person. You have to understand that about the internet. Does that mean that they should be fucked over or insulted? No, it's just have that understanding, you know?
Where did you run into like most of these people? Were these just people in life, people at work, people like where, or just like all over the place?
All of the above.
Okay.
All of the above. And I was actually pretty annoyed at them. Excuse me. And the thing what kind of pissed me off about a lot of it is that they say, oh, you should just let it go. You should just move on. But they fucked you over because you were too nice. I'm like, fuck you. Like victim blaming, fuck you. Like kind of like, I get it. You know, sometimes people could be gullible and stuff, but it doesn't mean that they should be an asshole to you. It doesn't mean they should take advantage of you. It doesn't mean that what they did was right. And it's not okay that I sit here and I just take it like you chose to do. So, but I mean, I'm not advocating go off and burn their house down or something stupid like that. I just put it in art. But I just find that some of the people that are now really into my work, were the ones that told me, oh, you got to let it go. You got to not talk about it. You got to be not upset. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a profound question and now I can't remember what it is. I've done that all week this week for some reason.
You know, me too. Like I've had something like where it's like one of the Bond girls that I knew of, and I said I was thinking Grace Jones, but all I could remember was Grace. I couldn't remember Grace Jones, and it's like a thing to think of. But yeah, it's one of those things. So I've had that like memory hole thing for a while, but then I've had a lot on my mind.
So like, what was like the I'm like, it's so funny that you're bringing all of this up. I'm not going to bore you with it right now. And there's a lot to it that I don't want to put on the internet, but I had this really quite similar profound moment last weekend. And so I've been kind of sitting on it this week and like thinking about it. But at what point did you like realize that, and kind of how was the evolution of realizing that and deciding to make art out of it, how did that progression kind of look?
I think being very, very, very upset and angry. And it's kind of like I was really angry and really wanting to explode. But you don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to go and like, I know like the standard thing is crime of passion, all this other stuff. And, I've never thought of putting myself in a position where I would be more fucked than I am now. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Mm.
So for me, I think I just had so much anger. I just wrote and drew the ugliest, meanest stuff. Like Personal Monsters was the very first book that I even explored it. And I would draw these really angry, fucked up pictures and then write about it. And it somehow made it work because that was a book that everybody liked because it either A, helped them get through fucked up situations like divorces and deaths and everything. B, they could identify, it's like, oh, dude, that's me, or that's my mom, or whatever. Or C, like, there's some monsters that could be repetitive, but there's like differences. So it's like there's a difference between a cat and a savanna cat and then a serval and a caracal. It's like there's differences. So people were able to relate to that, and they were able to relate to that in a way where it spoke to them, number one. And number two, it made them realize that they weren't alone in it. And with Demon Bitch, it carries that on because people get so angry and fed up, but they're told just take it up the ass. And it's really not healthy either way, or told let it go. It's like, okay, what is letting it go? I'm not saying you shouldn't let things go, but you're not taught how, because emotions like to dig roots and deep. Sometimes it's a process, and they're going like, well, just you got to deal with it. It's like, okay, that's nice. But it's like with any sort of thought process or anything, sometimes shit comes up and you have to sit through and say, why do I feel shitty? Like, why do I feel shitty? Why do I feel shitty? It's okay.
That was me on the way home from work on freelance.
Yeah, like you have to assess why you feel shitty. And sometimes you just feel shitty because you're going, your brain is never a static thing. And sometimes, you go and process one thing to another. It just is what it is. Like,
and then people shame you for overthinking, just like a general, like, well, don't overthinking it, or don't overthink it, or you're overthinking. And it's like, no, these are real things that bother me, and I don't need to get over them. You don't have to help me, but you don't have to shame me for having these problems.
Well, I think it's like, I know people kind of go like, oh, don't be negative. It's like, okay, but why am I negative? I mean, that's the thing that kind of annoys me with people. Hey, Lena. But it just kind of annoys the shit out of me because it's like, okay, there's a difference when you're just bitching for the sake of bitching, which is the sake of negative self-affirming, or you just actually dealing with why the fuck are you upset about something? Mm-hmm. It's okay. Like I realized something that fucked with me like 20 years ago. And I realized it now, like, fuck you people. Is this what it was? Oh, okay. Fuck you. But I mean, sometimes like also you have to take into account, maybe you're overtired. Maybe I just learned about two different types of stress. There's distress, which is you're stressed out because of very negative events, or you're eustressed with you stressed as in like you're stressed out because good things are happening. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you need to decompress, especially if you have a fuck ton of negative thoughts being hurled into your brain. That's how I was feeling. And the thing is, sometimes you just got to say, you know what? I'm just going to go and just sit around and veg out on shit all day.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you don't need to be quote unquote productive like 100% of the time, which we're taught to. I run in high productivity. It's like for me, but that's how I was taught. I mean, he's noticed that I've run on high. Almost everybody says, wow, you're running around everywhere. How the fuck are you managing? I'm like, I am. I don't think about it because I just do it. And that's just what I was taught. But sometimes that's not the best thing ever. Sometimes you need to really take a break.
So when you're doing, it sounds like you do the art and the storyline of these comics. Okay.
I've created, basically I'm the creator. And sometimes I find that easier to say because it's like, well, I drew it, but then I wrote it. Now it's like, I always thought of myself as an artist, not really a writer so much, or that I focused on, but now it's like, I'm a writer now too. So like the books that I sell at the conventions are ones that I have created. I have been in anthologies before with my own stories and drawing, but I've never been an exclusive writer.
Mm. What kind of art did you do before you discovered you were a writer?
I mean, I just drew like cartooning art, painting, drawing. I mean, I have a thing at the Hive Gallery and Studios. I even have on my website like original pieces on my Square website that I can sell, that I sell too. But it's been kind of like a lot of stuff. So I'm an illustrator as well. So I did a lot of illustration, and it's kind of funny. I was told that my art was really evil, but I'm actually a very nice person. But I mean, that's just how I get it out. But it's like some people are really kind of surprised at how normal I am, quote unquote, after they read my artwork, because they find the cartoon very biting some of the time, and I'm like, but I mean, it's biting with a point. I mean, when I started doing Demon Bitch, I didn't try to make it into any more than what it was. It's like a pissed off cartoon that I thought was funny. But when, I guess it's weird because like people, if you write something or create something that resonates highly with them, it's like you're almost the priest at the confessional. Like they feel absolved for how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And like, wow, that's good, but that's kind of sad. Like, so it's like I don't have a problem going into that darkness and doing it. I mean, a lot of the times I'm laughing like a little shithead. So,
I've always been a reader. I do enjoy reading. My ADD kind of gets the best of me sometimes. But usually when I read a book, if at the end of the book, if there's like an email address or now an Instagram, but back like 12 years ago when I was reading books during like educational breaks, I would find like email addresses or whatever. And I would always email the authors and, tell them what, tell them how I liked their book and how I identified with their book and their story and stuff like that. And a lot of times, surprisingly, I'm not emailing freaking Danielle Steele or anything, but a lot of people will email me back. And so, like when you said that sometimes you feel like a priest at the confessional, I feel like that's when I email them, that when I email authors, I kind of feel, I never thought of it that way, but when you said it, that's kind of how I feel. There's this one book I read recently. I can't think of what it's called, but I personally, one of the things that people always tell me to let go is I have this attachment to the past. And so I write about things in the past. And this particular book kind of, I identified with that part of it. So I messaged her on Instagram. And then when she messaged me back, she said, yeah, well, sometimes we just have to let those things go. And I was like, okay. But, anyways, but yeah, so I like it when I was able to share how I feel about somebody's thing and actually get a response. So that's cool that you read those things and you're, able to, get that kind of feedback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's like, at least, as I said, I thought I was drawing a pissed off cartoon that was funny to everybody, but it turned out to be more than that. And the thing is that I guess like with a lot of my artwork, I don't go out of my way to have a specific message or something in mind, which is interesting. For me, I find that a little pompous on my end, but I guess I kind of like to see how people look at my art and figure it out. Like if they look at it like, oh, that's what it is. I'm like, oh, I never thought it sounded that way, but all right, But there's nothing wrong with that. As I said, some artists really want a specific message with their art. Some, like to me personally, like people ask me like, how the hell what do you think this is about? I said, personally, I don't give a fuck. Like I just drew it feeling this way. And I just drew it that way. It's kind of interesting, to me on that level.
How did you start getting into like cons and stuff?
Well, I mean, I got into cons when I first did Personal Monsters. And I wrote, it's kind of funny, when I first did San Diego Comic-Con, it was kind of like at another shitty time in my life when I did it several years ago. My friend had just passed away. And, relationships weren't working out for me, and I was just in a fucking angry mood. And I said, okay, look, for my friend's sake, I'm just going to succeed because fuck it, I did it. Because she read the book before she passed away. And she was one of like the biggest people in my life that helped draw me out of a dark place. So I said, I'm just going to go do this. And yeah, I made $600. And you wouldn't think, oh, that's not much for Comic-Con, but it was a good thing for me. And ever since then, I've been exponentially getting a lot better. But I would say that the rush of actually people buying your shit, and they would buy like multiple copies of this book at once. And like, holy crap, I never anticipated that much of a success.
Right.
I was really happy about it. It was good. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of interesting how I went about doing it. And just like it, I think it's just as I got to know more people in the comic industry and I got to know more comic stores, I got more tables and guests and got to talk to more people and got invited to shows and applied. And it just kind of was this whole snowballing effect from there. So, I mean, some people are like, well, I can't do this. And I said, you're going to start somewhere. Like at the beginning, you're going to have to buy your own fucking tables. That's it. But just do it in a few areas. Get to be known, get to know the community. And you don't need to like go and like network in this whole big thing. Just talk to people and get to know them so they know you. And you do get more and more, I don't want to say benefits like to be completely like rapacious, but it's like you get more and more opportunities to help you along. I mean, like I knew you guys at Distance Nerding through Colossus Girl.
Right.
Now I'm doing an interview. So it's just like, it's as simple as that. Just be yourself and just talk to people about what you do and interact with them.
Especially when you have a product as interesting as yours. Like, you know, it's product is the wrong word. When you have, you know, work as interesting as yours, I mean, you're gonna grow, and you're a pretty genuine person as far as what we've seen. So I mean, you know, that also helps out a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just like, I think that's what I like about it. I just really like how I can, it's mine, it's completely mine, and I'm able to do whatever I needed to do about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good. I'm really happy about that. What are you making anyway?
R2D2.
Oh, I see. It's a Lego version of him.
Yeah, it's a full Lego R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm building R2D2 right now.
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, here's the spam. Hi, Noodle Fuck. How are you?
So you have a black cat and is that
a tabby?
Tabby. Okay. Yeah. So I actually have a funny cat story. It's really brief. So my sister's mom, she has 3 cats. That's actually when I knew it was time for me to move out, is when I started sharing a bathroom with 3 cats. And anyway, so she's away right now, or she was away for a couple of days. And the neighbor was taking care of the cats, going over there and feeding them and stuff. Anyway, so she gets a text message from the neighbor today that says, "Oh, wow, your new kitten is so cute. I didn't know you got a new kitten." She's like, "I don't have a kitten." Some random cat wandered into the catio, some random like kitten, and was just hanging out with the cat.
And now she has a new random cat.
It was so funny because she has a black cat too. She has a black cat. I don't know what like the brown, it's not a brown cat, but it's like there's a name for them, but I can't think of what they're called. And then she has a black and white cat. And then yeah, there's this little black kitten run like in the house, like got in the house with the rest of the cats, like this random kitten. So weird. But I thought I've been telling everybody that story today.
It's the homie cat.
I guess.
Oh, that's homeboy from down the way.
Yeah. I've got Distance Nerding to thank for being a special guest at Gem State Comic Con this coming April. I'll be there too, Cam, by the way.
Are you going to be at Gem State?
Yeah, I will be at Gem State. And
All right. Are you at that's where we met you, was at Gem State originally.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm glad that they're doing it for 2. They're kind of doing it for 2
2 days, yeah.
2 days, yeah. It was a really fun con.
That was our first time out to Boise, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Did you drive or fly there?
We drove.
Oh, okay. I flew there because I drive like a pussy. It's just like, no, I don't want to drive this extended way.
You're also from LA, right? So I mean,
yeah, Yeah, it's a bit of a distance.
Because we're coming from Sacramento, so it's not as bad.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, so yeah, it's kind of funny. Sorry, he's like all walking all over my guts for some reason.
No worries. So tell me a little bit about Caps, about everything you do over at Cap.
Stop it. Sorry, he was chewing on a glass pen. This is how stupid he is. Okay, you get off. He was starting to chew on that. It's like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. For Caps, it is basically Comic Art Professional Society. And it was started by Don Rico, Sergio Aragonés, and Marc Evanier. And it was essentially for cartoonists and sequential art and all other types of artwork, like line art, lettering, writing, even writing. We accept writers. And what it is, it's a network of these people in LA, but there's people that's moved out of it. And it was actually started to kind of do a network club and all this other stuff. And we would go and report events, have banquets, things like that. And now, and during COVID, it went dormant because obviously we couldn't have the meetings or anything. We did Zoom meetings, but there wasn't much we could do. So as we were getting out of it, I got elected as president. So I said, well, let's take it in a semi-new direction. So I've been offering with Caps like distribution, legal services, online platforms that would be benefits to Caps members, only like certain discounts or whatnot. So sorry, I was very concerned about chewing glass. That was crazy. So that thing is that on that, so we offer them discounts. Caps members are not obligated to take it, but it should be welcome. It's basically welcome for them to take if they need to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that's cool because you're the president now. So I mean, it's another cool thing to add to your resume.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Yeah. It's great. Like sit divided if they belong. Hey Julie, how's it going? So yeah. So if you want to see what it is that he was chewing on, it was this.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
all bad.
His cat sometimes. Like he doesn't always chew on stuff, but when he does, it surprises me what he'll try to chew on, and I would have to scold him. So anyway, but other than that, yeah, it's like Caps members. It's great. Sometimes we get booths as a guest. We also we sometimes get discounts at certain conventions. They'll offer us discounts with other people and tables and things like that. So, and not only that, like if any Caps member wants to go and promote their work, we have social media Caps. We have social media Caps, and we'll go ahead and retweet and promote the event itself. Like we've been complimented, like with our members, we've been complimented on a lot of areas in terms of how we promote events, like even new events, like some of our members do it, will help promote the event. And it's actually really cool because during the event, they actually go up to us and say, thank you for promoting it so much. You did a great job. Like it's to a point where the promotion is very good. You know, they appreciate that. So I think the more that people do, the better it is.
No, that's good. And I mean, it's almost like stables in wrestling, right? I mean, the whole idea is being able to help creators kind of get their workout, you know, and that's kind of, I mean, that tends to be an issue that some creators have. They don't know how to get their workout. They don't know, you know, what direction to move in. And that's, I mean, that sounds like a cool organization to be able to kind of help with that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, what we do is that if you man the Caps booth, you get to keep all of your sales. If you man it personally, all we ask you to do is go and promote Caps as a member. And the membership is about $50 to start up with for that membership applications. And I think it's $25 for associates. So if you live out of state, or it's $50 if you live in California, pretty much, if you're local.
So, what am I trying to say? No. I was trying to say something, but I was trying not to sound stupid. So instead, I was just looking stupid. So I know you said what Caps was, but does it stand for something?
Comic Art Professional Society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's also in my link tree as well.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm not. So when like I think Philippe was saying it, is that like maybe you said it, but how was like some people don't know how to get their stuff out there. I think I feel like I'm one of those people, because I don't do art very well, but I've been working on some writing, and I'm like scared to. I'm not scared. I'm really careful about what I share and who I share it with. Just because like I don't think anybody, I don't think my writing or the things I create are that great. It's just I think that's how all that kind of stuff starts, and then you run into like, I guess I just don't want anybody to like, I don't want anybody to like steal it and then me go, oh, I should have been more careful or whatever, or like use it.
Well, it's always good to like have a few people you trust to read your
Yes.
work. That's
Yeah.
always good. You don't need to give it to everybody at once. Like when it's done, it's done.
Yeah. So I have like I said, I'm super like careful about who like I share it with and who I let read it and edit it. I really have other than like reading the things to Philippe and my mom, I don't really share a lot of it. I just sent my first my best friend is really good at editing. So I sent it to her, and she edited it, and stuff. And now last night I was on the copyright website.
Oh my God.
Reading and like trying to figure out like, do I want to copyright it? Like, what's the point of doing this? Like, what does this do for me? What are the pros? What are the cons? And stuff like that. 'Cause I get a lot of compliments on my writing once it's edited. I'm not really good with like sentence structure and grammar and stuff. But a lot of times, the people who I do share my stuff with, they like the story component of it. So that's why I'm trying to like figure out like, how can I get things edited so that other people can like enjoy them? And then how do I put that out there, and don't regret it like 20 years from now? So
I mean,
Yeah.
those are the only things that whenever there's any critiques that I have, it's really never anything story wise or not even like sentence structure wise. It's usually just grammar. And but
Yeah.
I mean, and I tell her all the time, like that's I mean, you fix that with an editor.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then like, how do you know like who to trust and like what's a what's a reputable like place to find an editor and stuff like that. So
Well, it's like word of mouth. Like I know a couple of editors that are really good, that people that write as well, but they edit. I know at least two people off my head that would be good for editing. And you could talk with them and all that. So it's like, it's who you know, and like who you know in the community, as well as, okay, well, we know him or her, and they go ahead and pull it close, like, they pull it down every time.
yeah.
And that's what I hear from their reputation.
Yeah, maybe I should start going to cons with them.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people in the age of the internet, you can go and use anybody, really.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's have a little fun. I was talking about pod decks earlier, right? I've got a couple questions here, and this is really just to pick your brain, kind of see where your mind goes when we do these kind of things. So we've got a segment on the show, right? And it's called Growing Up Geeky. What did you geek out on when you were a kid? Now you mentioned Star Wars, Transformers, right? Or Transformers mostly, but what were things that you geeked out on as a kid?
My Little Pony. I think I geeked out on My Little Pony. I actually geeked out on some underground comics, like I liked Life in Hell, and there were other ones like Love and Rockets that I geeked out on. Anime I geeked out on. Manhwa I geeked out on too. Manga and manhwa, so that's good. So I was really happy about that.
Yeah, I heard some deep cuts right there. So.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
it's like there's that. So it's kind of funny because I sometimes think Demon Bitch probably is from the manhwa, but the old hydrocephalic kind of look to it. Like they used to like draw it like this, like stuff like this. So this is old style. They don't really do it that much anymore. It's more pretty shit, but whatever. like that.
Nice.
Mhm.
So that right there. And then what's something that people are like completely geeking out on, or people that are just nerding out on that you just don't get the point of?
I think I don't know about the geeking out on. I just think it's more of nerd raging and saying like, "Oh, that I'm the first person ever to ever do this thing," and I'm kind of confused at what it is because I get kind of like laughed out, like kind of have to laugh out loud about it because it's like, you know, the whole Jennifer Lawrence thing. It's like I'm not going to argue who's been the first female lead, but it's like obviously it's not her. Like, you know, there's other movies about that. You know, I just thought it was kind of amusing to me that people are claiming to be the first and they're really not. I think it's not really so much geeking out on, it's like getting cred for where it's not merited, which I think is like, okay, this is the generation that you have Wikipedia, like you could just Google it, or I don't understand, like why would they would say such things.
Right. Like James doesn't get the point of TikTok.
The thing is the TikTok is not, I think, in the idea that it's not bad. But the thing is that you're doing 30-second like intervals of one shots, which is fine. But there's always been an issue with like they play the loudest freaking music.
Oh yeah.
And then they play like this, they play the loudest freaking music, or they talk like they have authority and they really don't. And I think it's kind of silly. But I mean, if you do one shot information things, it's not bad with TikTok, but sometimes unfortunately with social media, it's like, I kind of look at it this way. With social media, people kind of complain, oh, well, if I didn't have social media, it's evil, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I mean, the thing is, it's a tool. Like when you first had the car or the phone, I'm pretty sure people misuse that shit all the time. And then over time, we actually found a way how to make it work in our society. You can't go back. So I don't view social media as evil. I just think it's like, it's a tool, but people have to recognize what kind of tool it is and how to acclimate it in their lives. People are like, well, I'm not going to do it at all, to, yes, I'm going to do it all the time. It's like, you don't need to do that, guys.
Like there's no happy medium. It's either you're all the way in or you don't want to do it at all.
Well, and then it becomes a master view, doesn't it? So it's like, there you go. I'm a ghost again, but what up? Hey, what's up, Graveyard?
Graveyard just saying he's ghosting the show, so he's watching, but he's not watching.
Yeah, agreed regarding social media. Well, I mean, it is. It's like it's whatever you want to do. I mean, I don't understand how it has to be this thing about everything.
Right. I mean, it really depends on the way you use it. You know, I mean, it can be evil, and it's as far as like the way that some people use social media, but I mean, like, it's also a way that, I mean, and you look at the way that it, like, what social media originally was intended for, like, you know, it keeps people together in ways, you know, where like I can talk to people that I haven't talked to in years without having to go and fly to Virginia, you know?
Yeah.
Who do you talk to in Virginia?
No, I'm just making an example.
I know. I was just making it awkward.
And if there's anybody that I talk to in Virginia, it's Garland. But yeah, so that right there. Another question for you here. So if you were on a 10-hour flight, now keep in mind you can pick anybody, dead, alive, past, present, anything, whoever it is. If you were on a 10-hour flight, who's somebody you would want to have a conversation with?
Wow, that's kind of a hard one.
And the default that everybody goes with is always like Jesus. It's like,
I don't know.
That would be I mean, I agree. It would be an interesting conversation.
If you want to read Jesus's words, you read the Bible.
I look at it this way. I would rather read Salvador Dali or Mark Chagall or something. I would rather like to talk to them. Perhaps Art Spiegelman. He would be interesting to speak with. Robert Crumb. I know people like you, but it would be interesting to talk to him. Jaime Hernandez, I think of Love and Rockets, I would talk to. I had never gotten to know George Perez, but I have some friends that did know him in the industry. And from what I heard, he was a Very nice guy. So that would have been good to talk to him as well.
I've always heard good things about George Perez.
Yeah. And perhaps, I mean, I forgot the guy's name, but he drew Preacher. He died recently. That would have been interesting to speak to him too.
Did he die?
I think he passed away. The interior artist for Preacher.
Oh man, did he get a chance to watch like the show and see like, do you know, like if he got a chance to watch the show and see like the fruit of his labor essentially?
I think he did.
Okay.
I think he did personally, yeah.
Because did you
he
watch?
Died only a few months ago, so.
Oh yes, he must have. The show was already done by then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch that show?
I've watched some of it. It was interesting. I mean, I generally read the graphic novel, so that's how I am right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like any property that's like that, it deviated after a while, but I mean, it was pretty faithful for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it was all right. But you know, as I said, it's kind of interesting. So, I mean, we'll see how it is. But what else did I do? What else was there? Let me think. I think those would be the ones off the top of my head. Yeah, that, because there's all the cooking videos. Yeah, I actually like doing the cooking videos. Cooking videos are cool.
I'm sorry.
Videos.
Yeah, plus all the cooking videos. I'm trying to remember. Oh, the TikTok cooking videos. I don't know, but how much information can you do about cooking in 30 seconds unless you're showing like a recipe?
There's a guy, I don't know why he pops up on, not on TikTok, but on it's not on TikTok. It might be TikTok, but on Facebook. I don't have TikTok, but I see TikToks on Facebook. He does like these like kind of like disgusting like depression era recipes, and he does them in like 30 seconds. It just shows like short little clips of like the things that he does and like his reaction to it.
Well, you know, I think what it is that they kind of deserve the 30-second ones or something. Sean Connery would be someone I always wanted to talk with. Yeah, I think that would have been interesting to talk to him. I don't know if I would want to talk to him for 10 hours. No offense to him. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I would. I mean, if anybody else is, that's cool. I'm just like, as I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, that would be really cool to do. That's all I'm thinking at this point. Like, off the top of my head, when people ask me questions like that, it's like, I don't know, my mood kind of changes. So maybe at one point I would like to talk to Jesus, but at other points, maybe I'd like to go and talk to, I don't know, maybe Jorge Bataille or something. You know, it's like Salvador Dali. I mean, it's kind of like it depends on my mood. Like,
right.
What would you be interested to like? What interests you about Salvador Dali?
I think, you know, people go, oh, well, he was just weird and he drew really well. I said, yeah, because he liked to fuck with people. Like, he would fuck with people. And I think that was great. So so it's just like, you know, he knew he was screwing with people half the time, but he had fun with it. And I think that's a good thing.
Trolling before trolling was a thing.
Yeah, like he would do like weird little things. Like he got an ocelot when you could. And he says, well, how do you like pussycat? And he kind of fucked with one of his friends by putting the fucking ocelot in his room. It's like, how do you like pussycats, you know?
I just watched last night on Netflix. I watched Senior. It's Robert Downey Jr.'s documentary that he did with his dad. His dad was like this director, and that's kind of like the vibe that I got from just watching it last night, is that his dad just really like to screw with people. And with like the films that he did, and he just came up with like these really like wild ideas. There's this one, the one that he did was called, I can't think of what it's called, but essentially it was if Jesus's like story, like if Jesus lived in like Western times, and he just, I can't now, I'm not remembering a lot of it, but anyways, but it was this similar like vibe. It's like he just came up with these like wild ideas just because he knew people would react the way that he did. And then like for like 15 years he worked for a studio, and he just said it was just like horrible because they didn't let him do like these like crazy things because they wanted him to do like what the studio wanted him to do. But it was a good documentary. It's kind of sad towards, I mean, it's not, to me, it's not sad. It's kind of like full circle, but he is sick throughout the documentary.
Wow.
But I liked it because it really talked about like direct, you know, it really kind of get into like the director, like a director's head. So that was interesting, like the questions that he would ask, and you know, and like that kind of stuff. So it was cool.
There's one called James Navarro is asking, what are my upcoming cons? What's your schedule? I do have a partial list right now. I think I just switched it over to 2023. So that's not visible right now. It should be soon. But I'm going to obviously be at WonderCon and then Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. Let me see where my appearances are at. I'm doing Gem State in April, Comic-Con Revolution, and Cartoonapalooza. So that's what I'm doing in September. But yeah, honestly, I don't know if I could. Yeah, I kind of wondered about that too. I don't know if I would want to do it for like a full 10 hours or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Well, we do have a couple of wrap-up questions here.
Yes.
To kind of just a couple fun things and whatnot here. So, what is your favorite kind of taco?
I like cabeza, but I'm beginning to get partial to birria tacos. Like when they get the nice cheese and the sauce and everything.
Oh, so you get down with the tacos. You eat some cabeza. That's
LA is special for that, man. Like there's taco trucks everywhere. NorCal, not so much. Like when I came from the Bay Area originally, they don't really have taco trucks or anything like that. They have taco places, but it's like Chipotle and shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's legitimate taco places, but the ones that you want are in LA because they have like the taco stands fucking at every corner and every lot of shit.
We have a lot more now than we used to.
Yeah.
And it's just, because taco trucks started coming up in the Bay Area more so around like the mid 2010s.
Yeah.
It kind of depends because I have been going to, well, when I lived in the Bay Area, I remember seeing cabeza and lengua and tripe and all of that on the taco trucks on 23rd and Richmond, like when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I know a couple taco trucks in the Mission that have that too.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I don't see them in the Bay Area, the immediate Bay Area, like San Jose and all that other stuff. The South Bay, that's where I'm from. I was in the North Bay, like Hayward, but then now I'm in the South. My family is in the South Bay now, and I don't see them as much, but I haven't really looked for them. But here in LA, it's like there's a bunch of taquerias right around here.
Right. But yeah, like I said, you're getting in on what we talk about deep cuts. You know, those are some deep cut tacos right there.
Yeah, I mean, like they're all over the place here. Like Chipotle, yeah, like people do Chipotle, but I can get like fucking something real over here.
Chipotle's
like Chipotle near my house.
Philippe isn't a fan of Chipotle.
I'm not a fan of Chipotle at all. Like Chipotle is like lazy and flavorless to me.
We just go to the pop-up taco stand on the side of the road over here.
Those are the best kind.
They literally they're just like barbecuing. Like they're just barbecuing on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's like that's the best part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's great though.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's some advice that you have for anybody just trying to get into the industry? Somebody who's just trying to break in?
I would say keep doing your work. I mean, usually people go like, oh, I don't want to do my work because it'll fucking suck. I'm like, okay, it's always going to suck the first time. Okay. So you're going to have to keep doing it until you get better. Well, I don't think I'm good enough. Well, get to the point where you're good enough.
Right. Hone your craft.
Yeah. It's just keep working at it and follow your gut. I mean, that's really what it is. Be persistent in what you do.
Right. That's actually really good advice.
Yeah, I mean, there's people think there's something special. It's like, not really. And don't be an asshole. Don't stab people in the back. You know, always conduct business in the best way possible. Like, I've seen people fuck their careers so much over the stupidest shit you wouldn't believe. Like, don't go on Twitter and go on this whole fucking rant about shit that no one really cares about that makes you look like a dick. Like I've seen people do that too, you know. Oh, but it's my difference of opinion. Yeah, there's difference of opinion, and you're still being a dick sometimes. You know.
Yeah, just
I mean,
don't be a dick.
yeah, don't be a shithead. Like, don't. You know.
And then, so okay, so and you probably have a bias on this opinion, right? But who would win in a fight?
Okay.
Demon bitch or Pinhead?
Oh, probably Pinhead. It's just that Demon Bitch would never die because of the sheer persistence of stupid. Like, he'd probably kick the shit out of her, but she just wouldn't die because they're both demons, kind of thing. Like, he's a human converted to a demon. I don't know. I think he would just get tired of fucking kicking the shit out of her. And he would pretty maul her pretty bad, but you know, he wouldn't succeed in killing her pretty much.
Right, because they're just constantly fighting kind of thing.
Well, I mean, Demon Bitch is generally useless, so I mean, I mean, they're saying, well, you're biased. I'm like, you would be biased. I said, I don't know if I'd be biased towards my own character. She's a pretty fucking useless piece of shit. So she's just gonna lose. Like, he just beat the living shit out of her, and she would just win out of sheer persistence. I don't think she has any talents whatsoever other than not dying.
She would win purely on just annoying the living shit out of him.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
All right.
That's pretty much it. So
with that being said, we already talked about what was next for you. So where can people find you? Give me your pluggables. Like where can people find any work that you're doing, anything that you're doing?
Linktree at Hora Tora Studios. That has all my links from HoraToraStudios.com to my Instagram to Webtoon for Demon Bitch, Global Comics Demon Bitch. I also am an affiliate of the brand designer Gothmall.com. You know, everything, all the goods are there.
Awesome. So guys, make sure you check out Christie Shinn, you check out Hora Tora Studios, you check out Demon Bitch. Every piece of work that she does, again, completely worth it. I've read a couple of them and they're fucking hilarious. I mean, just they're funny, they're good. And the artwork is very unique, but very good at the same time. So I mean, yeah, Christie, I appreciate you coming on the show today. I know you got other things you got to do here. So thanks so much for coming on and talking with us. We will see you again. Anytime you want to come on the show, just let us know.
Yeah, and also hit me up. I'd be down for it too.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Christie, you have a great night. All right.
You too. All right. You guys have a good night. Nice to meet you.
You too. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Well, that was good.
Yeah. That's probably the one of the guests that I can't find my words this week. Probably one of the guests that I could identify with, probably.
I picked up on that immediately, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let this conversation go where it goes.
I suck at being interpersonal. I'm not that great at it. But
well, we've got prizes to give away.
No prizes.
No prizes. So no. You're saying I should not give prizes to people?
No, I keep all the prizes.
You keep all the prizes. So Jackie gets the Lego.
Yay.
She gets the Vince Clortho. So what I do have to do
mine
is make the prize wheel because I didn't make it, but I have all the names. So that's the good thing here.
What are we going to talk about in the meantime?
James,
I sent you. Did you message me back, James? I messaged him. I need to know where to buy lumpia around here.
Good lumpia.
I just need. It doesn't even have to be good lumpia. I just need. We're having this Christmas thing, and my coworker, she was like, "I'm not gonna cook anything." Oh wait, I think he did. Okay, he did message me back. Flim Flam Bakery. Okay, no, that's not what it is.
Flim Flam Bakery. Okay, got it. It's a Flim Flam.
It's Phil Am Bakery and Fast Food.
Oh, Phil. There's a Phil Am right next to I'm forgetting the name of the restaurant.
Over here, though.
Over here. It's kind of over where Waffle Experience is.
Oh, okay. Philam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, she wanted to bring something. And she's like, but I don't cook. And I was like, okay. And I was trying to think, like, what could you bring that you don't cook? And I was like, you know what you can get? I was like, you can get lumpia. I'll find a place and you could bring lumpia.
Cindy Rue gets on here twice because she also shared the link. Matt Granda. And again, I appreciate everybody who shared the link, everybody who followed the rules. There were a lot more people who just liked the post, but not everybody followed the rules. And everybody who followed the rules is getting entered in right now.
So is Philam, is that just, I'm guessing that's Filipino American.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just over here?
No, there's a crap ton of them in the Bay Area.
Okay, but around here.
I think there might be another one in Elk Grove.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's just showing the one, then that might be the only one that's left.
Okay. How does this work?
Mary Margaret. Brian Davey gets 3.
Oh, they have adobo.
The skewers are like one of my favorites.
Mm.
Okay. My boy Cam Smith. If Cam Smith or Thomas Wong win, it's rigged.
If Thomas Wong wins, it's rigged.
he literally hasn't he's won so many of our contests, but if he wins another one, then yeah, it's got to be rigged. There's something in the system that just loves him.
All right. Tater salad.
Lance De La Cruz. All right, so now I have all the names in here. Let me just double check and make sure I've got them all in here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody and nobody's not getting a chance to win here. All right, now I'm going to randomize. There we go. We're going to shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. All right, guys. I have... Here we go. All right, I've got everything in here, guys. So this first round is for the Lego Darth Maul and Ahsoka playset. Now, this one, the only way you could enter is if you entered in the on the post. So I have all the names in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading the chat. My son is Tater Tot. That's adorable.
Oh, shoot. I was on the private chat. Hello. My name's Tater Salad.
My name is Tater Salad. And then, again, the next prize, the Funko Soda, is eligible for anybody that's in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and run this here. Actually, let me take this banner down here.
I only drink the best cola.
There we go. It's the prize wheel. So here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and spin this and see who wins. So may the odds ever be in your favor. Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. And the winner is...
Thomas Wong.
Matt Granda. All right. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but Matt Granda, you have won the Ahsoka Darth Maul Lego kit. Congratulations. Thank you for entering. Everybody else, thank you for entering in here. Again, it is a very random thing, so I don't have choices on this. I can't say, oh, you know what? My friend is in this. You get to win. You know, just
You don't have any friends anyway.
exactly. So that being said, let me go ahead and write this down. Matt Granda has won.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Right there. That's just to remind me that I need to get his address. All right, guys. So what I'm going to need now is everybody in the chat that wants a chance to win this Funko soda. All I need you to do is in the chat, just right here, right? If you want to win this prize, all you got to do. Yeah, all you got to do is right here.
I need my own roadcaster.
You might need your own.
I think I just need to take yours.
Okay, so I see Tater Tot's in there.
Cam.
So Tyler.
I'll just yell them out to you.
All right, Cam.
Tyler.
I've got Tyler and Cam.
Cindy.
Cindy.
With an S.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy. Tommy Pickles. No.
Tommy Pickles.
All right. Come on.
I've got 4 names here.
We got 4 names and 8 people watching. Should we count? What's his face? The ghost? Or not? We don't have to.
Good question. I'm gonna give you guys another minute or so. Anybody who wants to win the prize, you get your chance right now.
Prizes.
That's right. I have a prize sound. I forgot.
Charge. Graveyard, where are you? He's a ghost.
Yeah, he's ghosting right now.
Apparently, my niece ghosts us. Maybe let me text her.
Yeah, if she wants to win a prize, let her know. She's got to say here in the chat.
She's probably video gaming.
Probably. She's probably playing Call of Duty right now.
What's a clever Call of Duty thing I could say to her? Are you camping? I just said, are you camping?
Probably gonna be like, camping where?
Okay. You played the sound, so I had to say it again.
Yeah, right, that one.
He forgot he had the sound.
So right now we're at the 4. What'd you say?
She didn't say anything. Where did my AAA pen go?
Do not know.
I like that pen. I like that pen.
So if it's just the 4, I think we're just going to go with these 4 here. I don't see anybody else chiming in.
Fine.
So let's do this. Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
It says me. I'm a winner.
Oh, Tyler won it.
He's got to pay $20 for shipping, though.
Yeah, he does have to pay $20 for shipping. Absolutely has to pay $20 for shipping. So Tyler, you won the Vins Clortho. This right here, you know, again, this is for all of our Ghostbusters fans, right there. And I hope you get a Chase figure. That's kind of what I'm gonna go with there. Well,
Airmail it. Yeah, it'll be airmail, all right.
Jackie, go ahead and just throw it at him.
We'll just chuck it. Excuse me.
All right. Well, getting back on here. Hey Jack, do we've got a bracket to finish, right?
We do.
All right. Well, let's get into this bracket. So we're doing best holiday cookies, right?
Yes, we are down to the final 4. And I do see, good thing I have this record. I think this was either Fours or Graveyard. I think one of them. The Nutter Butter Vanilla Ice Cream and Root Beer in a Blender.
Oh,
I forgot who said that.
I think it might have been Fours.
I think it might have been Fours, or it was, or was it Nate or Josh?
Oh, that's right. It might have been Nate actually.
It was, yeah, I think it was either Nate or Josh.
Right.
Might have been Nate. Yeah. I'm gonna write.
That sounds delicious, and I want it now. My cookie, and I want it now.
All right. So for the holiday cookie challenge, we started out with gingerbread, snowball, sugar cookie, biscotti, Linzer, shortbread, jam thumbprint.
Is it a jammy Doja?
No, is it a what?
Is it a jammy Doja?
Maybe.
It's a British cookie. I think that's what the jam cookies are called in the UK.
Oh. Anyways, then we narrowed it down to gingerbread, sugar cookie, shortbread, jam thumb print. Oh, you are tardy to the party, Madre.
Oh.
You are tardy to the party.
Your mother is very late.
That's okay. She could buy us dinner tomorrow.
There you go.
Because it's her fault. I gotta text Natalie. She said she was gonna make alcoholic beverages. I'm gonna make sure.
Ooh, I like alcoholic beverages.
Yeah. She said she was gonna make some alcoholic mocha or something.
Woo, that sounds delicious.
Making an alcoholic hot mocha beverage ?
Is it with Bailey's? I hope it's with Bailey's. That sounds.
I don't even know. I don't know who she's bringing.
She bringing her new boyfriend?
No, they broke up.
That's her new boyfriend.
She doesn't have a new boyfriend. No, she's either. I think I know for sure. Well, not for sure. She's probably gonna bring her mom, but we still have an extra, or she still has an extra ticket. So I think she's gonna have her. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Squints is in the house.
Oh, what's up, Greg?
Wow. My mom and I were talking about him the other night. My mom said she hadn't seen him in a while and she kind of missed him.
He works late now, so that's why he can't come on the show anymore. Squint, you hear that? People miss you, bro.
Cindy said, I make chocolate crinkles with rolls in the middle, and those are everyone's favorite. How do you put the rolls in the middle? Like Tootsie Rolls? I like a Tootsie Roll. A Tootsie Roll. That's the only time you're ever going to see me dance.
Something sweet and low. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
What were you going to say?
Tootsie.
Okay. I need to fix something. I'm gonna go off screen for 2 seconds.
Okie dokie.
How do I do that?
You can hit remove from the bottom. There you go. Okay, so she's just gone for a second, guys. Ooh, Rolos? That sounds great. Just sugar high activate. Cindy Rue, you're just making me want more of this deliciousness that you guys are talking about here.
Okay, I'm back. I was like slouching over way too much.
We are building R2D2, sir. So you can see R2's body there.
I was trying to think of something clever to say.
So Cindy said the rolls. She meant Rolos.
Oh, okay. Oh, those sound good.
Rolos are very nummy.
Rolos.
Rolos.
I wish you luck with that, Squint. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get a new job closer to home so I don't have to work late. Yeah. What are we building? R2D2. And we're doing a cookie bracket. Okay. So right now we have gingerbread versus sugar cookie. Gingerbread versus sugar cookie.
It's a tough one because they're both good. I'm gonna go with the gingerbread as the best holiday cookie.
Gingerbread versus sugar cookie?
As a holiday cookie, yeah.
Okay.
I think because gingerbread cookies, I don't really think about those the rest of the year. Like sugar cookies, I can eat anytime. But
who's the comedian that does the Mexican R2D2 sketch?
R2D2?
Who is that?
I don't remember. I know what sketch he's talking about though. Because he talks about how Mexicans can't say R2D2.
Oh yeah.
So is it R2D2?
Yeah. Cindy said, I can bring a Christmas cookie plate to SAC Anime if you are going to be there.
We don't have plans to go to SAC Anime, but I mean, that doesn't mean that we can't make those.
Doesn't mean we can't meet you in an alleyway anywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Does not mean that we can't meet her in an alleyway to go get some cookies. Jackie's like, I'm in it for the cookies.
Squint said sugar because sugar can't stand gingerbread. You.
What do you think, Jack?
I'm doing sugar.
You're going sugar cookie?
Mm-hmm.
I think sugar cookies is going to win this one then.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like everybody's going sugar cookie. Nobody's with me on the gingerbread? Who's coming with me, man?
So far, it's 3 against 2.
Who else said gingerbread?
Cam.
Okay, I was gonna say that sounds like that sounds like your mother thing. Your mom would be like the only person to go with me on that.
I don't know if she likes gingerbread. She doesn't like pumpkin pie. Not saying that there's pumpkin. Just a lot of the same things are in gingerbread as there is in pumpkin pie. She's weird. You know, I don't know. I guess I'm the only person that likes everything. My dad didn't like peanut butter. My mom doesn't like pumpkin pie or coconut.
Dad didn't like peanut butter?
Didn't like peanut butter. But he made me peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
We all know peanut butter is one of my weaknesses.
Yeah. He also used to make me hot cheese not hot cheese. It was cheese sandwiches with mayo. That was good after sitting in my backpack all morning.
Cheese sandwiches
with mayo.
Mayo. Is there anything whiter than that?
No. He tried. Okay. Gingerbread is awful. Sorry, Phil. Alleyway handoff. Sorry, Phil. Peanut butter. Who doesn't like peanut butter? Bob, my dad.
Meeker didn't like peanut butter.
Meeker did not like peanut butter. My coworker doesn't like peanut butter either. She says it's because her sisters are allergic. I live, I die, I live again.
Witness me.
What is that from? I know that's a you guys thing, but what's it from?
What movie was that? It's from Mad Max.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one with Sugar Cookie.
Yeah.
Sugar, sugar, sugar,
Sugar.
azúcar.
Azúcar.
All right, next up we have shortbread versus jam thumbprint.
Jimmy told you. I am gonna go with shortbread because shortbread's one of my favorite cookies of all time.
Dude, we're split.
You going with the Jammy Dodger?
Mm-hmm. My Aunt Pam she makes the best like cookies and like Christmas snackies. Like she makes everything she makes is good. But I could literally eat about 100 of her jam cookies. And then she also makes these, I don't know what they are, but I think they're like chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips. But instead there's like a big Hershey like in the middle of it.
Ooh.
Those are like my second favorite, but the jam thumbprint ones, they're so good.
I was just gonna be like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. And then as soon as you said with the kiss in the middle of it, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that sounds.
I think there's others. There's something else in it. It's not it. I think the basic makeup is that, but I think there might be some peanut butter in it. Oh, my mom is slow. I'm gonna tell her to just text me her answers.
She might be
she's on the YouTube.
On the YouTube. Well, I'm saying she might be behind.
She is behind, that's for sure. Oh man, what's up with you guys on the freaking shortbread?
I love shortbread.
Yeah.
Shortbread cookies are hella good.
Is with me. I like to do the chocolate ganache thumbprints. Those would be good too. Philippe likes chocolate ganache. He likes really rich things.
I like rich chocolate.
Like me.
Are you saying you're rich?
Yeah, I am rich.
If I was a rich man.
With Jesus.
And I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy man.
Yeah, the Hershey Kiss ones are PB peanut butter. Oh yeah, okay. I think she knows. I think Cindy knows which ones I'm talking about. Yeah, I think it's like not a peanut butter cookie, but it's not a chocolate chip cookie. That's why I think it's like the two like together. But with the Hershey Kiss. Okay, so far there's 4 shortbread and 2 jam thumbprint.
So I've got.
We got to make this a Padme.
Oh God, please don't.
Mezzo JD, keep singing.
So I've got the R2 body around here just to show you guys the body here. All right, I'm gonna start working on the head now.
Mezzo JD wants you to keep singing.
Wants who to keep singing? Me keep singing?
Yeah, you were singing the Fiddler on the Roof song.
Oh, if I knew all the lyrics to that song, I would. I have not heard that song in forever.
I literally heard that song today. I was listening to my Singing in the Rain Pandora channel. Everybody, I think I surprise. Well, I know I surprise people with the music I listen to at work.
Yeah, because you listen to hella like Spanish music too, and they're just like,
what? I do, and they go, I always feel like I have to get tacos,
and my reaction every time you say that is racist.
Oh, we joke at work because I'm the only one. No, I'm not the only one, but everybody there's kind of like this consensus that I'm the person who speaks the most Spanish.
You hang around my husband's family long enough.
Yeah.
You're bound to learn some words.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? And then I took, the Feliz Navidad that I had up last year. I took it to work and I hung it in my window. Inclusivity at its finest.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
I want to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Do you know any Spanish Christmas songs?
I do not.
¿Por qué no?
I do not know Christmas songs in Spanish.
¿Por qué no? I at work, I'm always like, yeah, we don't need a translator. I'll just go entonces, y entonces, entonces, entonces. Oh man,
1,000 times, it'll make sense at some point.
Yeah.
Or you can also say ay pues. Ya pues.
What was the other one that I was saying? Is that entonces? It's okay, it's okay.
No me digas.
No te metes en mi vida.
No te metes en mi vida.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so my mom voted shortbread. You're kicked off the island.
Thank you, Julie.
I'm not taking you to the train tomorrow now, Mom.
It's a lie. She's lying. Do not let her intimidate you, Julie.
Intimidation. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call that one with shortbread. Now we have a sugar cookie versus shortbread, which is a sugar cookie, not a shortbread cookie.
Very, very, very slight differences between the two. Between those two, I'm going with shortbread.
Okay. Oh, that was terrifying.
What?
The song that just came on. Mi español es muy limitado. Necesito practicarlo porque vamos a México en el verano.
Verano.
Did I say that right?
Verano.
What does that mean?
Verano's in the spring? Hold on, let me.
I thought you speak Spanish.
Solo un poquito.
También.
In the summer.
Ooh. See. This is gonna be distance nerding SAP version.
So fun story, and I'm sure Jackie's heard this story before, but when I used to work at Best Buy, every now and then they would need somebody to translate in Spanish, so they would call me, and I'm very aware of how white I look.
Are you?
So yes. So I would.
You're not aware of how white you look when you don't think you need to wear sunscreen, though.
Yeah. But I am very aware of how white I look. So I, they would say, "Hey, we need you to translate in Spanish," and they would bring the people up to me, and so this is Philippe. He's gonna translate for you, okay? And every time I would go, "Solo hablar un poquito, por favor hablar despacio, gracias." Just make sure I pronounce it as white as possible. And every time the customers that I would talk to they would do the American. All right. The American is where, when Americans go to other countries, they always, for some reason, they think that people in those countries
will speak English if you say shit slow to them.
Tell me more about that.
You know, where is the bathroom? Pendejo, que yo hablo español, que yo no entiendo qué está hablando, okay? Where is the bathroom? No soy pendejo que no entiendo, hijo puta. But
I went to when I was in San Diego, we went to the Hotel del Coronado, and we were looking on the website, and they had like all this holiday stuff, and they had this thing called the Jingle Bar, and they advertised it as like a holiday bar with like holiday drinks. Like, anyways, we were trying to find it. This hotel is huge, and we were trying to find it, and I went with my friend Emily, and so Emily like flagged down a worker, and she was like, "Oh, can you tell us where this is?" And he was like looking for somebody to come like help us. Like he wasn't trying to be rude. He just was like, "Oh crap!" Like I could tell. After 2 seconds, I could tell. I was like, he doesn't speak English, or he's not comfortable with the English that he does speak. And so I just like he looked so scared, and he wasn't scared because we were asking him. I guess it was really, really busy, like busier than it normally was. So he was like really stressed out. Like he wanted to help us, but like he probably had like a million things to do, but he didn't have enough ability to be able to say that. So he was just going to try to help us. And I said to him, I said, "Habla español?" And he said, "Sí." And I said, "¿Dónde está?" And I just pointed at it. And then he like was like pointing and talking, and I couldn't tell you everything that he said. And I said, "Está baja el ventana?" And he goes, "Sí." And I said, "Okay, it's underneath the window." And then I was like, okay, so then we ended up finding it, and it was fine.
Yeah, so what I would do, because I didn't finish what I was saying, what I would do.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. What I would do is like I would say solo arblo un poquito, you know, and say it with like the worst accent I could do. And then again, they would always do the American with me, so you know it's but in Spanish they would speak slow and try and make it so that I can understand. Because I just said what I said, for those of you who don't speak Spanish, what I said was, I only speak a little bit of Spanish. Please speak slowly. Thank you. And they would do the American, go like, sí que yo quiero comprar un computador, and of course immediately I'm like, no, háblame claro, yo hablo español sin acento ni nada, okay?
So you were disrespecting them.
No, a lot of times they would get the joke, and they would just start laughing, right? But the whole thing is like, in accent, with I would drop the white accent and immediately just start telling them like, no, I speak Spanish. Talk to me clearly. I'm just messing around, and they would just laugh.
¿Dónde está cervezas?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca, Pablo?
¿Dónde está cervezas? ¿Dónde está entonces? Y
sí, cabrón, si quiero una cerveza, vaya por este lado aquí y hablo con el pendejo acá que si quiero una cerveza, okay.
Entonces, y that's how I get away with things. Yeah, when I worked at Jack in the Box, I spoke a lot more Spanish. I could take a whole order in Spanish, no problemo, because the people that worked there would just correct my Spanish.
Mm-hmm. And you just cuss words?
No, not the cuss words. No, actually, the only lady who used to use cuss words was the Filipina. And I never knew what she was saying. And then finally I asked somebody who, they were like, yeah, those are really bad words. One of them is like a really, really bad word, and the other one's more of just like like what you say when you're frustrated.
Puta.
No, it was there was, oh god, what was it?
Ukinilala.
Ay nako.
Ay nako.
she would say, fucking Rita, she worked at 2 Jack in the Boxes. She worked at the one in Lafayette. And that's how she said it. I'm not making fun of her. Oh, no, I have to work at the one in Lafayette. And then I come here and I work another 12 hours. And I'm like, so you work 12 hours at the one in Lafayette? And then she would come to ours and she would sleep in the back. And then, like, when we would get busy, like, because I don't know, we would get busy and then she would come out and she'd go, ay, naco, 4 tacos, so many tacos. Like, it's 4 tacos. Why is it so many tacos? Oh my God, I was back there sleeping.
That's pretty funny, actually. I was just looking at the chat.
Eric Ruiz in the building.
And Cindy is agreeing with you. Put on the sunscreen.
I made him buy a rash guard in Mexico, and he was so offended.
Yeah, it kind of was.
So
Eric Ruiz in the building. What's up, Eric?
I don't need sunscreen. I burn. I get sunburned from this light every Thursday night. Which I just realized I left the grow light on at work. Anyway.
Left the what light on here?
Not the grow light, but Michaela has a light on her plant.
I was like, a grow light? What do you guys?
Not a grow light. What time is it? 7:30. No. Okay. Okay, let's see. Put on sunscreen in the fridge. Hi, Eric Ruiz in the building. Tater salad. Eric in the house. Ray or Squints. What up, Eric? It's Squints. Okay, so right now we have sugar cookie versus shortbread. I have 3 for shortbread, including Phil's, and 1 for sugar cookie, which was mine. Before we went on this Mexican adventure.
Mexican adventure. The Mexican adventure that Mez is going to be going on in the summer.
I work in a soulless concrete building with no windows. I gotta take vitamin D because we get no sunlight here. How did you? I'm. This is probably not something appropriate for this setting. I'm just wondering how did you find out that you needed to take vitamin D? Because I wonder that about myself. I have a little bit of a window, but I don't think it's enough of a window. Like I don't have that. At least I have a window I have an office with a window. So I'm happy for that. Okay, so we're doing sugar cookie versus shortbread. So far, shortbread is, I'll stay here all night till sugar cookie wins.
I did want to throw out there, hey, Eric, did you guys catch the, bump box thing that we put out there?
What's bump box? Is that the little pager thing they have?
Yeah, so bump box was actually at LA Comic-Con.
What? Say it ain't so.
And we took a whole bunch of pictures with
your guys's?
With our bump box. We showed
I saw it on Ray's. I didn't see it on yours.
Yeah, the media manager, so the dude who does all the social media, was there, and he really liked the Lucharilla's bump box.
Wait, say what you just said again?
The media manager, so the guy who does all the social media for bump box. He really liked the Lucharilla's one. He thought it looked super dope.
Super dope. Okay, we saw that Lucharilla's will be announcing a new product soon. What can we get the exclusive?
Any exclusive deets, bro?
Can you give us a hint? I saw the video. Oh, I guess they posted it on a video.
Yeah.
I've not been on Instagram in the last 3 days.
1979.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and call this one with shortbread.
Does
Ooh,
that?
imagine this. He said, "Imagine the speaker but bigger."
Oh, dude, are you guys doing the XL bump box? Those things sound amazing.
That's exciting and fun and fresh.
Anything you wanna be, king or queen, as long as you got a dream. Don't tell, they just wanna take your life, try to tell you it's a battlefield.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. It says okay, like an actual boombox.
It kind of is like it's if you guys check out our Instagram and you look at the bump box video that we posted, the second little video that's in there, you'll see it. They're like really big, but they sound amazing too.
Okay. We posted on IG and Twitter. I'm gonna take. I didn't realize how many people I follow on Instagram until recently. I went to go look for something. I was like, holy crap, what are all these people? I feel like I miss out on so much because I follow so many people.
Oh, you might have to go fix that, Jack.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm into so many different things, you know?
Jack goes to go fix it, and she stops following disconcerting.
Yeah, they're not great. Like I freaking follow Maya, like Maya,
the singer Maya.
Yeah. Yeah, I like follow the most random people. A lot of stories, man. Okay. All right. So I guess we're gonna go, wait. What? Bump box was in my story today of Juggy dancing. Juggy bump box was in my story today of Juggy dancing.
I don't know what that is.
That one will need some explaining. While you do that, we're gonna go ahead and call the winner of this holiday cookie challenge. Except I demand a recount on the shortbread cookie. Da, 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 da.
Shortbread cookies won.
Like the plainest cookie you could ever won.
I wasn't expecting that to win the whole thing. That actually is a little surprising.
Like the plainest cookie. All right.
Do we?
What?
Oh, we got about 15 minutes. So do we have another bracket or?
Oh, Juggernaut. It said bump box was in my story today of Juggernaut dancing.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's just of Juggernaut.
That makes more sense for me.
Okay. And then Eric said AEW Revolution is going to be at the Chase Center. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Let's all go together.
Oh, man.
It sounds like a lot of work.
I mean, I haven't been to Chase Center yet, so that would be fun. And I mean, for a wrestling event, that would be fun. Especially AEW, because AEW is very exciting.
Philippe and I are poor.
And we kind of are right now.
We're poor.
I spend too much money on Legos, guys. It's pretty obvious.
Sorry. Okay. Where are we at here in life? We need another bracket. What kind of bracket are we feeling?
Let's stick with holiday stuff. Let's do something holiday related. Holiday adjacent.
Tournament. Bracket. Let's see. Western holiday. Oh, this is an actual. Never mind. Back.
Like an actual sports bracket?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to see win in the sports ball?
My phone has been stupid.
Stop being stupid, phone.
Holiday bracket. Okay. Do we want to do holiday movies?
Ooh, I like that.
Holiday movies. Oh, they have one. They have classics, kind of Christmassy, modern faves, and animated. You know, I'm a sucker for like a category. Let me screenshot it because that's what I screw up on is I forget to screenshot them. Let me look at the movies they have on here really quick. Is Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
The entire movie takes place during Christmas. Yeah, it's actually a whole scene where they're like they're trying to light the Christmas tree, and the Penguin shows up with like a giant rubber ducky.
I'm not really feeling this one.
Not digging it at all, huh?
Well, it's got Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever on there.
The hell is that?
We're gonna have to find out.
The Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas?
Yeah.
Grumpy Cat has his own movie?
I guess he does. Okay, so then we just have like a traditional one, holiday bracket. It's got like national. Oh, that's because it won that one. Oh, that's gonna confuse the shit out of me. So they have National Lampoons, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Die Hard, Nightmare Before Christmas, Home Alone, A Christmas Story, Elf, The Best Man Holiday.
I mean, as we all know, Die Hard is the ultimate Christmas movie.
Didn't that win last year?
I think it did.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Scrooged, It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, Love Actually, The Preacher's Wife, Last Holiday, and Polar Express. Oh, wait, what's this one? This one's huge. Huge.
Huge. Huge.
What's my holiday bracket? Let's see. Holiday. Happy holiday. Have you guys done like Christmas songs?
Oh, I like that too. Do you have? Yeah, if you can find one.
Holiday song bracket.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Best Christmas song. Oh Holy Night. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Jingle Bells. Rudolph the Red-Nosed. This one's huge.
Oh,
huge.
Holy Night.
Huge. Okay, what's this one?
Stars were brightly shining.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
But the very next day.
Ooh, I like this one. I really like this one.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you know who Jose Feliciano is?
I unfortunately do not.
Okay, it sings Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Do you know the song Christmas in Hollis? It's a Run DMC song. I've never heard it.
I've never heard that one either.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this one has categories. It has Yuletide Pop, Classic Christmas Crooners, iTunes Holiday Shuffle, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rockers.
Okay, I'm already liking the idea behind this.
Okay. So you want to do this one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. entering it into the record right now. Visit.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
This is. Then I'm not buying dinner.
Wait, your mom's not buying dinner if what now?
She's buying dinner. Don't worry. Oh, because I said I wasn't going to take her anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, totally. Christmas and Hollis is on my holiday playlist. Would you guys like to go to Revolution, Eric Ruiz? Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. Twisted Sister Christmas. Oh, God. It's not on here.
Twisted Sister's Christmas song is not on there?
I don't think so.
What the fuck?
I've never even heard of it.
I haven't heard it either. I just
do you want to sub it in for All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey?
Yeah, because that's gonna lose automatically. That's fucking get rid of that song.
Okay, what's the Twisted Sisters song called?
Let's find out. Twisted Sister holiday song. Apparently they have an entire holiday album. Oh Come All Ye Faithful by Twisted Sister.
Okay, wait, who said it? Okay, Tyler, give me a Twisted Sister Christmas song to sub out the Mariah Carey one. Okay, so we're gonna do so first up we have Last Christmas by Wham versus Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Jackson 5.
Ooh, okay, that's a difficult one.
I'm assuming the Wham one is the Last Christmas I gave you my heart.
That is the Wham one.
Very next day you gave it away. This
year,
give it to some tears. I'll give it to someone special. There must be a bracket thing like the winner wheel that we can go up on the screen. Yeah, that's a different department. Or I don't know. Philippe, how you did it? I did it. Wham. Wham, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We used to do that. We tried. Huh?
Squints, what song do you hate? You hate the Wham song or you hate the Twisted Sister song? What were you gonna say, Jack?
No, I was just saying that we used to try to put the verses up on the screen, but it just kind of got messed up. And I have to we could post them too. Hold on, I gotta go back and look at this.
Okay.
What I will say, Cindy, is that I appreciate you bringing that to our attention, and we will look into some alternatives because I also like a visual. Makes it a little bit more interactive, and that way I don't have to repeat it 1,000 times. So we will try to figure that out because sometimes Philippe doesn't always know everything.
Yeah. There definitely is a way for us to do this. We just have to we kind of have to know what bracket we're doing ahead of time, and I can do prep work.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town for me. My daughter says Last Christmas. Santa Claus, last Christmas, I gave you my heart. I'm torn.
The very next
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town. I can't sing like Michael Jackson, but at least it was the Michael Jackson version.
Yeah, I can't sing like young Michael at all.
No, not at all. I wasn't even trying to. I was just trying to at least sound like the version that he sang. Okay.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. My vote. Shit, this is a really hard one. Because they're both really good songs. I mean, we all know I'm a big Wham fan. I like
Wham, glam, thank you, ma'am.
I dig Wham at a high level. But I'm also a big Michael Jackson fan, so
Twisted Sister Silver Bells. Okay. I don't know what it sounds like, but
I mean that's probably not gonna we're probably not gonna get to it tonight anyways, so we're gonna have to go listen to it. Twisted, just let's make sure we put that on the bracket so that way we know.
I got it on here.
Okay. I am gonna go with shit.
You're gonna go with shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the shit.
Okay.
No, God, that's such a hard one.
Oh, and Jax, you can tell your mom I would be on the podcast if someone didn't change the schedule. James. Actually, the schedule, it was actually my idea. Well, James was the reason why we needed the idea, but it was my idea to change the schedule to where it is.
They've been
I wasn't rude to say.
They've been complaining about how like so the days that you changed the schedule to are football days, or was that you that was saying that?
That was me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say it wasn't the days that we changed it to. I was saying when it was on Mondays, it was on football days. Then we switched it to Thursday, and that's a football day.
Yeah, it's the reason why Ray can be on tonight because he's watching the Raider game.
Okay, well, could they be good first?
I've been saying that. I have been saying. Like you can go watch the Raiders when the Raiders.
I don't have anything against the Raiders. I'm not that much of a football fan to really be able to say one way or another.
The Raiders are trizzy-ash.
What I will say is I'm really happy for the Raiders that they are probably in a place now where they get more attention than at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
So. I am happy for them, at least in that realm. And I think it's kind of fun. Like if you're going to like, sometimes like, I also think that I brought like a different, and I'm probably the only person that thinks like this. I don't go to Vegas and party. I go to Vegas and do nerdy shit. Now, would I go all the way to Vegas to go to a Raider game? No. But if I was going to be in Vegas doing other things and I wanted something to do, I may go to a Raider game. So... Well, they are playing the Rams, and they suck right now. The Rams or the Raiders?
We beat the Rams twice this season already.
Okay, nobody cares about the Niners.
The Niners are the shit. Okay, I'm saying that, but they're not that good, but still.
All right. So far we have Last Christmas with 3. Santa Claus is coming to town with 2. Phil, what was your vote?
Fuck.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. Last Christmas, I said to give you to someone special.
Okay. This is a really hard one for me because they're like, this is like a final round kind of thing.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh yeah. Santa Claus is coming.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jack. Let me ask you this. Is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus on this list?
I don't think so. Is Grandma got run over by a reindeer
on there?
Walking home from my house Christmas Eve? You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
I'm gonna go with Wham.
Wham, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Just because, again, Santa Claus is Coming to Town is a very good soulful song, but I like I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus better.
It's not on here.
Yeah. So that's my protest because whoever wrote this this thing didn't have the wherewithal to put that song on this list.
What does that have to do with how you chose what?
because it really comes down to they're both really good songs, and I don't.
No, how did Grandma? Which one that you said?
I Saw Mommy Kiss Santa Claus.
What does that have anything to do with Santa Claus is coming to town?
Because they didn't put it on the list, so I'm protesting.
I'm so confused right now. We're doing
Jackie.
Christmas.
I'm coming up with a very arbitrary reason to pick Wham.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
I need an explanation on the logic on that.
There is none. I'm making up a shitty excuse.
Okay, we're gonna go eat some ice cream and we're gonna talk about this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this one with "Last Christmas" by Wham winning.
Squints, lame Phil.
Yeah. All right. Well, next week, we're gonna wrap up. But next week we have some stuff to look forward to. So Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Doris Day, Brenda Lee, Nat King Cole, Elvis, the Beach Boys, John Lennon, Chuck Berry, Vince. I don't know this guy's last name. Trio, the Frozen soundtrack, Jose Feliciano, and Run DMC. So tune in next week for the
riveting conclusion
song bracket and whoever else we have set to be interviewed.
Actually, yeah, next week our interview is Mitchell Martinez.
Woo-woo!
Yeah, so Mitchell Martinez has gone from just being a comic book fan to being a comic book writer, and he has a new book out called The Wannabes, which I should have arrived. I gotta go check the mail because I gotta go read that book by next week. Yeah, so I'm actually excited. We've talked to him since the Hardly Heroes days, and he always wanted to be a comic book writer. Now he's officially a writer. He's got a publisher and everything, and I'm very excited for him. And I kind of want to, he messaged us saying he wanted to come on the show. I was more than happy to have him come on so we can promote his book. So yeah, guys, next week we're going to be talking to Mitchell Martinez.
What's his book called, in case we want to check it out before
So it's called The Wannabes.
Oh, that's what it's called. That's what the book's called. Okay.
Yeah, the book is called The Wannabes.
Got it.
And again,
I thought that was like the name of a series. That's fine.
Yeah. It's the first issue is out now. And that's the one that I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that. I think there's like 4 variant covers for anybody who's a collector, but yeah, I'm excited to read it, and it's with a national indie publisher. So I mean, it's kind of a big deal. Scout Comics for anybody who's interested in that too. But he's going to come on. We're going to talk about the book itself. We're going to talk about Scout Comics and his partnership with that. And yeah, so for anybody who's into indie comics, come and check that out next week. So that is it from us for the moment. Well, I guess before we officially take off, I just got to make sure everybody knows. We got
merch, people.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got merch. What kind of merch do we got? Where's my hat? It's probably in the other room. Oh no, right there. I found it. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. We got hats. If you're interested in a distance nerding hat, they cost $35 each. If you buy multiple hats, because we have 2 different colors, or you say you want to buy one for a friend, or you want to buy one as a gift for your great uncle on your second mom's side kind of thing. They're $30 each if you get multiple hats. There you go. So we will reduce the cost if you get multiple hats. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want shirts, we have shirts. $20 if you're local to the Sacramento area, $25 if we got to ship it to you. All you got to do is DM us on your social media of choice, because we have all of them, and let us know what you're looking to get and your shipping address. And of course, I will send you stickers with every order. If you just want stickers, let me know. I'll send you stickers for free. You just got to let me know you want stickers. So with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, of course, find us on all the social medias. Jack, do you have any pluggables? Anything that you want to throw out there?
No.
Nada.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm just admiring your face.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Ice cream time.
What?
It's ice cream time.
It's ice cream time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you guys all know me. I am Young Phil. I'm your boy, representing that distance nerding. Of course, all the social medias. Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Discord, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of birds' feet. Just all the MySpace, Friendster, GeoCities, whatever it is, if it exists, we are there. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you all. And you know what? Eric's throwing it out there. That's right. The Distance Nerdorilla. If you head over to lucharillas.com, you can purchase the Distance Nerdorilla gear that they have there with our partnership with Lucharillas. They got shirts. They've got a custom bump box. They have bottle openers, all that kind of good stuff. So guys, check out Lucharillas and check out everything that they've got on their merch store. Support us, guys. Of course, if you head over to distancenerding.com, you can buy us a taco, right? Buy us a taco, ladies and gentlemen. You know what buying a taco is? What buying a taco is for Distance Nerding is essentially a tip jar, right? It's essentially saying that you enjoy our content and you want us to continue making content. So it's helping us out in the long run. So, ladies and gentlemen, head over to distancenerding.com, buy us a taco, be like Julie, be a part of the taco party, right? There you go. So, with that all being said, guys, follow us on all the social medias. If you like our content, like, subscribe, give us a rating on I'm forgetting the name right now, Apple Podcasts, on Google, all that kind of stuff. We love you all, but guys, it is now time for the dance party. If you haven't been playing the drinking game, that's also something that you can do. Every time I say guys, take a shot.
You will be dead.
Yep, pretty much. So there we go, guys. It's time for the dance party. There we go. And
Distance Nerding.
see everybody on Monday.